benches onwards? Yes? Okay. So good afternoon everyone. My name is Animesh and I am an alumni of National Law School, Bangalore. Now first off, how many of you know of National Law School, Bangalore and have heard of NLSIU Bangalore? Can we have a show of hands please? How many of you are aware of the existence of this college? Right? A few students are aware. Thank you. Thank you. I like to congratulate them on their level of knowledge. But it's not typical that students at the 11th and the 12th standard would know about a top school like National Law School. Right? How many of you are from the 11th standard? Can we have a show of hands? Right. So this entire section is 11. I'm presuming everyone there is 12. Is that the case? Right. Now, so 11th and 12th are important junctures, right? And you have to make a lot of important career decisions at this point. So I'm here to talk to you about the various options which are available, the various ideas which you can pursue, and what career paths your future can take, right? So I'll talk to you about the various options which are available, the primary options which students take. Then I will focus a bit upon law because that is my own area of expertise, right? I'm qualified in the discipline of law. So I will talk to you a bit about that, and then towards the end, we will talk about this very, very important concept called a concept paper, right? And how, and along with SAT, and how discipline and training in these regards can help you go abroad and get access to the top universities in this country or in the world like Stanford, Yale, or Harvard or others, right? So this is the plan for today. But before we start, how many of you have heard of lawyer jokes? One person only? That's not possible, I don't believe it. I'm sure there are more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah. Suddenly the 12th standard is feeling more frank about it. Right? What about the 11th standard? They have not heard about the lawyer jokes. Right, everyone has. Yeah, thank you. Why is the reason? Because for the longest time, law as a profession was not seen as something which was prestigious. Right? Engineering and medicine are still the primary courses which people will take in this country. Right? Now, how many of you are aspiring to be engineers in this crowd? Can we have a show of hands? Right. A decent amount. You guys have made up your mind to pursue engineering. Right. How many of you are looking to become doctors here? Right. Still quite a few. Right. Now, how many of you are aspiring to be lawyers here? Wow, I'm surprised. Thank God. Some people have made up their mind. Right. So let's see. Like you, I was also a science student, like some of you. I was also a science student. I took up science in my 11th and 12th standard. Right? And I liked it. I was good at physics. I was decent at mathematics and I was doing well. In fact, I was taking coaching in Fiji. Right? Now, engineering remains a central and important career option. Right? And that's why the government of India has been giving a lot of impetus, a lot of focus and a lot of funds to all these top colleges which are running engineering courses in this country. So what is the top college for engineering graduates in this country? IIT. Okay, which IIT is the best?
Bombay. Delhi, Bombay. That's Delhi, Bombay.
Right, right. So that always happens. When I ask student which is the best IIT, people will shout all kind of names. Delhi comes in, Bombay comes in, Powai comes in, Kharagpur, Kanpur. Right? The real way to look at it is depending on which branch you are interested in. Right? So an engineering college will have a lot of branches, a lot of departments. And each department is more reputed than the other depending on what stream you are looking at. Right? So if you're looking at computer sciences, maybe IIT Kanpur will top it. Right? If you're looking at aeronautical sciences and mathematics, IIT Madras will come up on top. Right? If you're looking for mechanical engineering, IIT Kharagpur is considered to be the most reputed. Electrical engineering, IIT Delhi, and then computer fabrication and programming and software and coding, IIT Bombay has established its name. Right? It's not to say that other departments are not so reputed. but one department in a particular IIT has the top rank as opposed to the other departments, right? Now, what kind of engineer do you want to be? Can you tell me now? How many of you are aspiring to be computer science engineers? Among those who want to do engineering, how many of you are aspiring to be computer science engineers? Only 3, 4, that's all. Okay, and how many of you want to be aeronautical engineers? Right. Of course, you are upkeeping the long tradition of humans and their wanting to fly, right? Their need to fly and their aspirations to reach into space and all of that, right? Now, engineering, the deal is that competition is tough, right? And it will require a lot of dedication and motivation on your part to clear these entrance exams, right? So what are the main entrance we are talking about here? Joint entrance exam conducted by the IITs. That is the primary exam which people have to clear in order to make it to the top IITs. Apart from that, BITS Pilani is holding its own, right, exam. And apart from that, there are some very reputed institutions in the South India, VIT being one of them, SRM University and all. They are running some specialized courses like aeronautical engineering. ISRO and IISc, the Indian Institute of Sciences, which is one of the most reputed universities, they have started a new integrated engineering as well as the basic sciences program, right? Engineering, you must understand, is application of technology. But technology will only be, developed if there is enough research done in the basic sciences. It is on the basis of theory and models which we make technology. So first you discover a scientific principle, then you develop technology based upon that scientific principle. That is the idea of basic research in the sciences, right? So if we can travel into space today, that is because of the advancement in rocket or space propulsion technology, as we call it. But it all originates in the basics of law of physics, law of motion as discovered by Sir Isaac Newton, right? Wherein equal and opposite reaction for equal force being applied to a particular area. Such basic principles are used in rocket propulsion, in jet propulsion, and in all modern forms of transport, right? So, to make it to the engineering colleges or to the basic sciences colleges, you have to clear these entrance exams. Joint entrance exam is the most important one. There is the advanced stage and there is the main stage. You first clear the main stage, you get yourself qualified to write the advanced stage. Some colleges do consider the main score, but those are not the ones which are very, very reputed. The very reputed colleges in this country will require you to clear the advanced stage and get a decent rank in that. Right? Now, engineering in India is one deal. But there are a lot of opportunities overseas, right? MS programs, BSc programs, basic engineering programs are run by top universities in this country, right? And in fact, they have gone for some hybrid programs. So if I were to give you an example, you must have heard of University of Toronto, right? It's one of the leading universities in the world and the best university considered in Canada, right? Now they have introduced an engineering program called mechatronics, right? Sounds like transformers, but that is not the case. The degree is called mechatronics. So it is a hybrid of mechanical engineering and electrical engineering, and they give you an MBA or they give you a management degree along with it. So it is a 5-year integrated program for mechatronics, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, as well as management. Why is that? Why such hybrid programs? Because our society, the job market and the future, that is the need of it, right? For people to be qualified in various disciplines, for people to have different skills, and for people to be able to do research and development in interdisciplinary manner. Being qualified in one discipline or one skill is not good enough anymore. For the challenges which we are facing in this world, we need an integration of skills. So even a traditional course like engineering is adopting and changing its ways. Same goes with medicine, right? Which is the most reputed medical college in our country? Can someone tell me? AIMS, Delhi is the one. Any other college which comes to mind? Sorry? AIMS is there. AIMS Delhi was there. Now the government has recognized the need of primary education and quality education in medical sciences as well for the higher degree. Right? And therefore they have made a plan to introduce an AIMS in every state of this country. Right? There are already 5 to 7 AIMS which are functioning, either in capacity of hospitals or as full-blown medical colleges with an attached hospital. Right? AIMS has been started in Bhubaneswar, Bhopal and other cities as well. Right? And the government ultimately aims for it to be available everywhere. Why? Because most of the doctors in this country, after qualifying the basic degree, are not finding equivalent employment opportunities in the country itself. Right? If you graduate from a top place like AIMS, right, you are a rare commodity in the market. Same as any premier institute in this country. The number of graduates which are graduating from the very top colleges is still few. And after doing an MBBS degree, you are typically expected to go for an MD, along with your research, residentship and other research and internship technicalities required, and only then can you qualify to practice medicine in this country. Right? So 4.5 years of MBBS, 1.5 years of residency, 2 to 3 years of MD. And if you want to make really good money, maybe another super specialization after that. So medicine is a long-term investment. Obviously, it's highly desired for us to have very smart, very talented and very well-educated doctors. But the deal is that you can't give the medicine degree to anyone lightly. Right? Because a small mistake on the part of a doctor will cost someone their life. Right? Therefore, such rigorous training is required and such extensive commitment is required on your part. For you to be a qualified doctor and to be practicing well and making money while doing that will at least require 8 to 10 years of professional education and investment. Right? But this is nothing unique as such. If you look at the world, medical knowledge and medical technology is developing. But for someone to qualify as a doctor, the same number of years are required. Even in Canada, US or France especially, you will require at least 10 years of investment in professional degree and training for you to qualify as a doctor. Right? Now as a society, it is desired and it is a lot of responsibility. That's why medicine is considered to be a noble profession. Right? Why? Because you are in the business of saving people's lives. And you will be substituted as a god in their eyes if you can save it. Of course, if you can't save it, they will hate you. But they will realize that, you are doing the best which you could. Right? So there is a code of ethics involved with being a doctor or a medical practitioner, and those aspects are also expected to be upheld. If you look at the entrance exam scenario regarding medical colleges in our country, the options are very bleak, right? Why? Because competition is very, very intense. Lakhs and lakhs of students tried the AIPMT, right? And now there is new confusion regarding NEET, right? National Eligibility and Entrance Exam. Have you heard of the NEET exam? Are you aware about the controversy regarding the NEET exam? What is happening? There is a tussle which is happening, right? Some colleges are saying that we want to keep a private entrance exam. Central government has already said that there has to be a central exam, but we will give some exceptions. There was a lot of infighting, and as usual, when people are fighting, what do they do? If you're fighting, how is the fight resolved?
Court case.
Court case. Court case is the way when fights are resolved in a legal societal manner. Obviously, a fight on a playground will be settled with fists, probably, right? Or by insulting each other. That can happen, right? That's part of growing up in a school, right? But once you mature and once you move out in the outside world, where you're expected to behave as civilians, right? Their disputes are settled as part of going to the court, right? And I can understand that some of you might be losing interest. That's there. But it is relevant for all of you to analyze and see which career options are important for you. So although some of you are